From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
All right, 23 minutes before 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Friday morning. By the way, the Chamber and Economic Partnership wants you to help them celebrate a couple of ribbon cuttings today if you want to go. And this would be a fun thing, I suppose. The first one is at 3:30 this afternoon. It's out on Top of the World, and Dan gave me this, but he didn't give me the rest of this. It's on Top of the World, but there's another business there that it's really about the other business. Why is there such a...
Oh, yeah. They're showcasing model homes.
All right, model homes,
That's what it is. They have 6 model homes that they're showcasing over there, so that's why the ribbon cutting is.
And so that's at 3:30, and the address is 8435 Southwest 80th Street, and the Chamber and Economic Partnership also is inviting you to another ribbon cutting about an hour later at the new Racetrack gas station / convenience store at 4820 Southwest College Road. That's right there near that
Heathbrook.
whole... Thank you.
Yep.
Heathbrook. No, Marketplace.
Right. Marketplace at Heathbrook.
Okay, that's the whole name?
Yeah,
okay.
Something Marketplace at Heathbrook. It says.
Anyway,
Dillard's.
they have some special coffee there, apparently, so...
Wow.
If you like coffee.
We got to check that out.
But it's a ribbon cutting, and you know, it's basically a party for these businesses that are in business, and they want you to share their celebration.
Nice.
By the way, this music right here is composed by Johann Sebastian Bach.
Nice. It's beautiful.
I bring it to your attention because today's his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Johann.
According to my on this day calendar that I got from your daughter, Shannon, today in 1685, Johann Sebastian Bach was born.
Wow. All
right, so I did the Chamber and Economic Partnership thing. I want to make sure I do all the things I promised I would do. All right, good. Now I can do my fun thing. I have some spy radio transmissions I want to share with you.
Nice.
These are very cool, especially if you're a nerd, and especially if you've got great patience, or perhaps you have a recording device that can just record over and over and over again, and then let you know when it actually got something, because some of these things take a year or so to repeat.
Wow.
This is a fascinating topic. Some of them are called numbers stations.
Oh.
For those of you who are shortwave fanatics, you probably know about numbers stations. They are shortwave broadcasts. It is believed by many that they transmit messages to spies all around the world, and they use a series of sounds, including human voices, including Morse code, sometimes even songs. Cartoon characters are involved in these. I'll demonstrate that in just a minute. Several different languages, obviously. They are usually at preset times, specific frequencies.
Wow.
And to the average listener, they sound like a bunch of gibberish. They just sound like a bunch of garbage.
But how cool is this?
They probably mean something to somebody. Number stations have been in use since around World War I.
Oh, my.
They are unregistered, which means they're illegal, at least in this country. The governments of this world do not acknowledge their existence.
Of course not.
As far as we know, no nation acknowledges them. The messages transmitted are believed to be encrypted with a one-time pad, an encryption key that is completely random and changes with every message, making it completely unbreakable. Or so they say. Now, Doug, you say you can break these codes, right?
Yep.
Some of them.
Okay, good. For most people, number stations make for a very creepy listening experience. And the first one isn't really creepy as much as it is mundane. The first one is called the buzzer.
Oh.
It's UVB 76.
Okay.
Ultraviolet boy. I don't know how they did it. A number station proven to be run by the Russian military. It's known by its name, the buzzer, because this is what it sounds like most of the time. Here's the sound of it. There it is. That's what it sounds like most of the time. This has been broadcasting. This sound you hear in the background has been broadcasting since the 1970s and is still active today.
So that's the reason when my cable goes out, I hear that sound.
The broadcast consists of repeated buzzing noises, like the one you're hearing, and every few years, listen to every few years, the buzzing is interrupted by a Russian voice reading off a series of names and numbers.
Wow.
Nobody knows what that's about. The buzzing noise seems to be generated manually. Occasionally, telephone conversations and banging noises can also be heard on this line here. Right there, the UVB 76.
That's pretty cool.
It's very popular, apparently, because we're making it more popular here.
Yeah.
They moved their transmission location sometime in 2010, and a couple of urban explorers traveled to the remote Russian town of Povarovo. To look for the military bunker that the signal had originated from over 30 years ago.
Wow.
The outpost had been abandoned, but they found a book at the outpost, and it contained a log of messages that confirmed that UVB-76 was run by the Russian military, which is how we know that.
Gosh,
How about that?
is pretty awesome.
All right.
This is so fascinating.
Did I lose everybody except for the nerds? Good.
Yeah, I'm still here.
This is for you guys.
This is awesome.
And me. The next one is called Yosemite Sam, and I'm going to explain why. This is a numbers station that uses a clip from the Yosemite Sam cartoon. This is a U.S. numbers station out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. They use the Laguna Indian Reservation as their post. They started in December of 2004. The transmission was an 800 millisecond burst of compressed data.
Gosh.
That compressed data, believe it or not, 800 milliseconds. The compressed data could be anything. Could be pictures, could be video, could be instructions. And then it's followed by the voice of Yosemite Sam.
Oh, gosh.
All right, and here it is. This is what it sounds like. All right, so you hear that sound, and then you hear Yosemite Sam. That little is, believe it or not, jam-packed full of data. That could be video, could be anything. Here it is. All right, now
wow.
I just find that fascinating that little tiny that thing right there has data in it.
Yes, I had no clue. This is so fascinating stuff.
It is amazing. Scientists know there's data in there, but nobody can decipher the transmission. One report said they have ceased broadcasting. Others say they've used a different form to broadcast, whoever they are, somewhere on the Indian tribe, the Indian reservation.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
All right, the next one is called the Lincolnshire Poacher.
Oh, okay. Now that's a... Lincolnshire, is that a country?
Lincolnshire Poacher. The Lincolnshire Poacher numbers station is named because it uses two bars from a traditional English folk song called the Lincolnshire Poacher. Here's the song. Here's the song. This is the broadcast. Now this is traced to the Royal Air Force. A Royal Air Force base.
9715.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
39715. 397.
Now, this is used by the British Secret Intelligence Service, M16, on the island of Cyprus.
5 3.
The voice you're hearing right there is not real. It's a synthesized female voice.
39715.
And she always reads, or it always reads, 5 numbers.
9715.
There you go. How about that?
Wow.
How about that for a weird one, huh?
Yeah, then you have to decipher if the order of the numbers is what it's supposed to be, the way she's saying it, or if the order is reversed or jumbled, or...
Who knows? Who knows who is
This
supposed
is
to
really
hear
amazing.
it? You know, you don't know who's supposed to hear it. It's obviously not for everybody.
Yeah.
for one or two spies out there that are supposed to get some information.
This is so cool, the topic you came
Very,
up with.
very, very cool. Very, very,
Very
nerdy.
cool.
I hope all of our nerds are enjoying this. The next one is called the Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. It's a number station believed to be run by the Mossad.
Oh, okay.
This is a number station known as E10, run by Israeli intelligence, originating from Tel Aviv, broadcasting since the 1960s, heard 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a woman's voice reading a phonetic alphabet. Now, I've got two parts to this one. Here's the first part.
Yankee, Hotel, Foxtrot. Yankee, Hotel, Foxtrot. Yankee.
Now, I think what that voice is doing right there, I think that part of this, if I remember it right, was simply identifying the station.
Oh.
I believe that was for...
Yankee,
There you go.
Hotel, Foxtrot.
Foxtrot, the
Foxtrot is the last
last word.
word.
I got that one.
And I think that whole thing is just so that people looking for it, those who need to find it, would find that and say, okay, we've got the station. Now we've got to wait for the message.
Okay.
Okay?
So that's what she's saying, Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. then.
Yes, Yankee Hotel
Yeah,
Foxtrot. Very
okay.
good. And so here's the part, though, with the actual message. Good luck trying to figure it out.
9, 4. Group 9, 4. Take. Tango, Kilo, Quebec, Alpha, Romeo, Kilo, Sierra.
Anyway, it's just fascinating
That
to me.
is fascinating stuff. I mean, who knows how to do that?
I have one of those
Gosh.
multi-band radios at home, and I very rarely use any of the other bands. I'm going to go home and have fun with it. I'm going to be a nerd this weekend. looking
There
at these
you
things.
go.
All right, I have some more. Just a few more here, actually.
That'll be fun to listen
The
to.
next one is called the Swedish Rhapsody. It's a Polish numbers station that uses a female child's voice, although I wonder if it's really a child. It sounds like a child. And it's creepy. I'll explain. You'll probably get the idea that it's creepy. I think it's a woman. Among the number station enthusiasts, the Swedish Rhapsody numbers station is one of the most well-known and broadcast from Poland since the 70s. The transmission included a music box version of Swedish Rhapsody number 1 by Hugo Alvin,
Really?
followed by a child or possibly a woman's voice
That is
reading off some
cool.
numbers in German, punctuated by the word Achtung. So here it is. This is creepy stuff. Wow, that's crazy, huh?
That is.
All right, so there you go. That's another. That's called the Swedish Rhapsody. The next one has. I've got.
Sounds like a woman's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then there's that thing. And it's all day long. It's all day long.
Gosh.
The next one is called the Backwards Music Station. Some shortwave. What do you call it? Aficionado? What people? Fans. People with shortwave call it the whale song station because it didn't sound like backwards music or a whale song to me.
Oh, okay.
This is a number station broadcasting from both the United States and England. That's all we know. We don't know what these mean. But here it is. Here it is. I may have stumbled upon this one once or twice. I don't know. Anyway, and that's all it does. That's all I could get. I couldn't find anything else on that one.
Yeah, but it's got that little trilling thing in the background too, so that's got to mean something.
Who knows?
Not just the front, noise, but the negative noise in there too, I betcha.
Yeah, I don't know. But British, it's from the England and from the United States. The next one, they believe, comes from Cuba. It is called atención because that is one of the words you hear frequently on this frequency. And I'll just play it for you. Atención became the world's first numbers station to be accused of transmitting to spies in the U.S.
Gosh.
There was actually a federal court espionage trial regarding those spies and that broadcast right there. They had an arrest of a network of spies in Miami called the Cuban Five that were connected to that broadcast. That's what they say anyway.
Wow. We've heard of the Cuban Five. I didn't realize it was.
And the next one, the last one actually, I don't have it.
Oh.
The next one, that's right. It's not Audible.
Oh.
It's Twitter.
Really?
You heard this morning, was it the nation of Turkey that has banished Twitter?
No, I didn't hear that.
Was it Turkey who banished it?
Oh, wow.
Some people believe that some of those series of numbers, sequences of numbers, are being used instead of broadcast waves, radio frequencies. They're using Twitter. It's just random numbers and letters that get posted on Twitter every few hours or even every minute. Could be coded espionage messages, political propaganda, who knows what it is. But there you go, for you nerds and
Wow.
nerds and geeks.
My neighbor has a shortwave set up next door to me. I'll have to ask him if he's heard any of these, sounds and stuff.
Oh,
It's pretty cool.
take him the information. I'll give you the sheet that I was reading from, and
Gosh.
have fun. He'll go nuts. I think anybody who loves this kind of stuff will just eat that up. All right, let me take a phone call real quickly, and then we've got to move forward. Good morning. You're on the air.
Larry, that was one of the coolest segments ever.
Oh, I'm glad you liked
That
it.
was, it reminded me of that. I'll be brief, but it reminded me of that movie, The Longest Day, where the French resistance were getting a code, and one of the codes was Jean has a long mustache. It was a signal to the resistance that the invasion was coming.
Oh,
And
wow.
what was really cool, when they made that movie Red Dawn about the Russians invading America, they used that same code to the Patrick Swayze and all those guys. Jean has a long mustache. Anyway, that was
Wow.
a great segment. Thank you, Larry.
I appreciate that, Pete. Thank you.
That is awesome.
Yeah. I'm glad somebody called in to say they liked it.
Yeah.
It was something I got excited about when I found it, so I thought I would share it with everybody. And I know, everybody's not into that kind of stuff, but it just fascinated me.
It is extremely fascinating. This was so interesting.
And how
I
many
love
of us
this.
how many of us have done this, especially with the old dial radios, the AM radios in the car, where like now it's a specific number, but before you could kind of turn it real slowly.
Oh, yeah.
And you would hear these distant signals. And of course, it's AM radio, so it probably was nothing more than an entertainment station somewhere. And you would hear something, little dots, especially if you had the multi-band radios.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was so cool. Especially when we were younger and we could, mess with it and have our imagination flourish.
Right.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
I just love this segment.
Doug, you want to say something before we say goodbye?
I just wanted to say, one time I did that on AM some time ago.
And you heard a code?
I heard a code. I don't know what it was. And I tried to, very slowly, tried to get it clearer.
Oh, really? One time I went on there and I had a code, and everybody called me up and said, Larry, why don't you go home?
That's right.
All right, we've got to push forward. We've got to take a little break. Galen is up in Alabama. I don't know if the phone has rung behind me or not.
I haven't seen it.
So I don't know if he's listening on the internet or not.
I haven't seen
but
it.
We'll take a little break. We'll be right back. And the topic I have for Galen, we can talk about. It's called Issues Facing Our Youth Today. So we'll do that after we come back. This is The Source, WOCA.
Like it or not, springtime is just around the corner, and so is spring cleaning and those winter projects you've been putting off. But don't worry, Sunbelt Rentals is here to make your job a little easier. Our knowledgeable staff will help you find the right equipment for any job, big or small. Did you know that Sunbelt Rentals carries heaters, air conditioners, generators, lighting, traffic control, and so much more? So whether you're building it up or knocking it down, we've got the equipment you need. Get it done, rent it now. And right now, for a limited time, you can have it for less. Just by mentioning this ad, if you rent it Friday afternoon, you can keep it the whole weekend and only pay for one day. But this is a limited time offer, so stop into Sunbelt Rentals today, Northwest 27th, just a quarter mile east of I-75. For more information, just give us a call, 352-369-9101. 352-369-9101.